What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, and hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rema Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, we got some news concerning Keith Lee and WWE concerning his release. Now let's speak on it. Now we got an article here. We're going to read. We're going to react to it. That's just how we do. All right. So let's get into it. WWE responds to Keith Lee medical bills comments. Now let me give y'all a little context before we even get into it. Let me give y'all a little context. Apparently, according to Keith Lee, when he was out with COVID, which led to him having a heart condition, which the whole time he was out, he was injured while he was still on the roster. Keith Lee has come out and said that WWE made him pay for his own medical bills, all right? And WWE in this article has come with a response, all right? So it's pretty much a war of words going back and forth. He say, she say, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is, all right? Now let's get into it. WWE has issued a statement denying that they did not pay Keith Lee's medical bills. The company said that Lee's claim on social media that WWE failed to pay his medical bills were erroneous. Keith Lee's recent comments implying WWE failed to pay his medical bills are erroneous, WWE said in the statement. WWE has an extensive healthcare program for the medical care of its in-ring performers, and Mr. Lee was part of this program while with the company. Should Mr. Lee have any concerns over the payment of medical bills, he is welcome to address them with WWE. On November 8th, Lee released a statement on social media thanking fans for sending him birthday wishes, and also said that only he paid his medical bills while he was out of action due to complications from the beer bug. I paid all my medical bills from the many offices and machines I frequented, he wrote. There is positivity in that. And I do find it amusing that people believe anyone but me paid for my medical expenses. Lee, along with 17 other wrestlers from both the main roster and NXT, were released on November 4th, with WWE Head of Talent Relations John Laurinaitis citing budget cuts as the reason for the cuts. End of the article. Now, I'm going to say this about the situation. I don't know the full extent of what WWE has done as far as them having a Medicare program or a medical facility for their wrestlers, you know what I'm saying, the medical bill payments and everything like that. But the reason why I'm going to go ahead and say I pretty much side with Keith Lee right here on this subject is there was a similar situation not too long ago with Rey Mysterio. It was a few years ago with Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio had got to the point to where he completely stopped cashing his checks. There was a reason for this. WWE, the way their contracts work is if you wrestling for them and you wind up getting injured, they'll pay you in the time that you're out injured, they'll pay you, but you still owe them dates. So pretty much at that, so like if you're pretty much taking their money while you're out to pay for whatever, to continue living your life, you still have to perform for them on certain dates. Now the dates that you were injured are now moved to later dates in the future. You understand what I'm saying? And since they've already paid you, when you perform those nights, to be like, okay, you'll be going back there, you'll wrestle a match or whatever, and be like, all right, well, where's my money? And they're literally gonna look you in your face and say, we already paid you. Remember that money and them checks you kept getting while you were out injured? We already paid you. So now we need you to wrestle. That's how their contracts work. And Rey Mysterio, when this happened to him, because he got injured, I forget which year this was, but when he got injured, he completely stopped cashing the checks so they couldn't do that to him. And then became a big old thing, and then obviously they ended up selling it because Rey Mysterio is back now with his son doing his thing. I say all that to say this. I side with Keith Lee simply because we've seen this happen to countless wrestlers before. How many wrestlers' health has failed them while wrestling with WWE and the WWE just completely doing away with them like it's nothing? You understand what I'm saying? It's in the contracts to where you do have to pay for your own medical expenses. It's part of being a contractor. They're contracted to WWE, but they are independent contractors at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? It don't make no damn sense to me either, but that's how WWE tries to classify it. They call them independent contractors so they don't have to pay for their medical bills. So in this situation, I'm siding with Keith Lee because we've seen WWE do this before to countless other wrestlers. Keith Lee is just the first one to actually come out and say something about it and be as big a star as he is. How many times, y'all think I'm lying? Y'all really think I'm bullshitting? Remember there was a specific wrestler not too long ago who left and recently came back by the name of CM Punk, who kept saying how the medical staff failed him and had him out there wrestling with the fucking staph infection? And guess who had to pay for that? It damn sure wasn't the WWE. You understand what I'm saying? So I side with Keith Lee for the simple fact that WWE has done this to countless other wrestlers before. Don't let them fool you. They're coming out and saying this for the simple fact they're trying to cover their ass. The way they're going to try to cover it is we did pay for your medical expenses because we've already paid for your appearances in the company, which you did not perform due to you being out to whatever sickness you were sick with. You understand what I'm saying? So in their eyes, they've already technically paid for it because they paid you, and they say that it is your obligation to take the money we paid you to pay for when you were already sick. You understand what I'm saying? Even though you pretty much got sick on our watch. That's just how that goes in their eyes. I don't agree with that either. Y'all let me know down in the comment section if y'all agree with how that should be done. If that's how that should be done. I don't agree with that at all. But hey, I don't run a wrestling company, nor do I have a medical facility or Medicare for performers that are performing for me in my company. That's just my opinion. To end this video, I do side with Keith Lee. WWE has been so full of shit for so long that it's very easy to not side with them and not believe a damn thing that comes out of their mouth, because all they've done is lie to us in the past. They've lied to us for decades, and they continue to do so here. So I side with Keith Lee here. I don't think Keith Lee has a reason to lie in this situation. Seeing as how they did Keith Lee the entire time he was there, I don't think he has a reason to lie. I think it's just the truth that Keith Lee came out and said it, and so many people now are paying attention to him due to the fact that he's a phenomenal talent. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this. Do y'all side with Keith Lee? Do y'all side with WWE? I side with Keith Lee. As long as y'all are respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. My name is Rage King. I am out, and I'll be back later on with more videos, more commentary, and more good content. Now, hashtag that enough says. See y'all later.